So, inner child, I don't know if you've heard of it before. Um, Sounds kind of hokey, if you're thinking about it, you don't know much, you know, about it. So, but it's actually got some science behind it. If you've maybe heard some things about parts work, um, I want to let you know that I am not an expert in either uh, internal family systems, parts work, or inner child work. I've had one training with inner child work. So I am not an expert, and I am just sharing things as I feel, as I've experienced, as I understand them. If you're interested, please seek a professional in your area who works with these things. There's lots of people, lots of mental health practitioners who do specific niches, and there are people who do internal family systems and inner child work, and you'll see that on their description. Please look into it if you're interested. Um, but for me, I just want to share my experience. When it comes to inner child work, what it is um, um, my inner child likes tanks and llamas, Llama says, and Chinese food. Yeah, you're probably right about that, actually. So inner child is the part of you that started out in the beginning, um, and you were formulating your thoughts about the world, but you got stuck somewhere in the processing. Usually, we get stuck due to trauma, and that part, it gets solidified in a memory, and it's usually accompanied by a severe reaction, a strong emotion, negative emotion usually. So that part of us comes forward. We bring it with us because we've never fully processed it. We bring it with us into adulthood, and it manifests in strong reactions to things, and you're not sure why, or maybe dissociation that's not in your control. Dissociation by its nature is not in your control. Um, so that's you kind of not being in the moment, or maybe, depersonalization or derealization, where you're not in touch with reality or you're not in touch with yourself, not feeling like yourself. These are all defensive reactions that we have when we have trauma, and they get stuck with that memory, that part that didn't get processed, and the thoughts and the feelings and the things you loved and the things you didn't love, everything from that time is like encased in it, almost like like in Jurassic Park, the little mosquito. It's perfectly preserved, right? um that's your inner child. It's perfectly preserved, and it keeps showing up. So one way we handle it, we process it, is to um, visualize meeting your inner child in a safe place, maybe like grandma's house or something like that, their backyard, some safe place. You meet your inner child, whatever age it was that you got stuck, and you just gently talk to your inner child and see how they feel. Let them tell you their story. Let them tell you what they need from you. So it's delicate work. I'm gonna provide a little cursory view of it because I'm not gonna dive into my detailed traumas on camera for you guys. Um, but I do have something to share. So what I'm gonna do is not actually gonna be the envisioning this, imagining this. It's going to be, I'm going to project my inner child onto an object. That way it's easier for me to project, and also easier for me to have a dialogue with it, because you know we all have this inside. When we started out as kids, we played with dolls or action figures or whatever we played with, and we pretended with them. We played pretend. We made stories with them. That is a very valid and useful way to process things. And so that's the work of childhood, actually. And we use that today in experiential play therapy for kids to help them process what's going on in their lives using objects to pretend, okay? That's what I'm going to basically be doing. We all have that in us, and I'm just going to regress a little bit and try that with my object. So I looked everywhere I could, and I got this. No, this is my husband's inner child. Let's see. And then I think this one. All right. So this is my inner child. You could call her little Nicky. And I know she's a little rough on the edges, but we're gonna talk to her and see how she's doing, okay? So, all right. So, Nicky, you want to tell us, just a little bit about how you're feeling? I hear you. Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. All right. Yeah. So not too happy, huh? Okay. Well, I really don't want. I don't want to scare our viewers. So, I really was hoping that we could, practice some self-care with you. I know you're not feeling too well, but let's do some self-care, okay? Let's try and get you a little cleaned up so that we're able to talk without any fear. So what we're gonna do here is first we're gonna take care of these scars on our face. I've got some band-aids, and I hear you. It's a tough life, These band-aids, I think they'll help you feel better about yourself, Nicky. Because when you look the way you want to, you feel better, right? Especially if people aren't, making fun of you or anything, or running away from you, I guess, in your case. So we just want to make sure that you're okay, and that you get the connection you need. So we're just gonna take care of that real quick. Just gonna make sure you got some. We're gonna take care of these scars on your face. I don't know where you got them. But oh, it's a posture check. Hey guys, roll your shoulders back. Make sure you're sitting up, because your posture is important. Alright, there we go. Yeah. We're looking a little better, yeah. And I think maybe let's put some because you can't really see your eyeballs here. I think we should give you some pupils. Really wouldn't want you to scare our viewers, you know. These are not, oh, you know what? I can't put these on. They're not self-adhesive, I don't think. You don't get eyeballs? That's not good. I'm sorry. Hey, Chica, you are heard and loved? Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. I appreciate you. Let's just put a bow on. How about that? We'll just put a bow on, and then your viewers will maybe hopefully like you better. How about that? Alright, so we couldn't give you any pupils, but here's the new you. How do you feel about this, huh? How do you feel? Violated? Okay, well, I'm doing the best I can here. I'm trying to make sure that everybody's okay with you, and I mean, don't you feel better about yourself? Look at how you look. Look, you look so much better now. Come on, what do you think? Okay, alright. Oh, okay. I get it. Alright. Okay. Hey, you're okay. It's okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah. I hear you. Alright. Well, on that note, maybe you have a lesson to share. Maybe it's okay to just be how you are. Maybe we don't need to cover up these scars. Maybe we don't need to dress you up and make you into something that's more appealing. Maybe you are lovable just the way you are. You okay with that? I think she's okay with that. I think I can get to love that face. Well, you taught me a really important lesson. And I hope that you know that I love you just the way you are. Scars and all. But I must ask you a question. Oh, thank you for the gift sub. That's so sweet. I think she thinks it was funny that I used a mustache. I must ask you a question. What's your favorite color? It's red. No, it's blue. Don't you know it's blue? You know it turns into blue. Yeah, it's red for a while, and then it becomes blue. Yeah, blue is Mom's favorite color. I look like Mom? You know, I never realized that, guys. I never realized that that could be a good thing. My mom was overweight, and I always thought, I always felt like she was soft and cuddly. Like that was the symbol for a mom. And but she had a lot of shame about her weight. I was not always overweight when I was about this young, up to maybe 7. I was pretty thin. I never thought I'd look like her, but I didn't know how to handle it if I became like her. And just now thinking about what I would say as my inner child about the fact that I do kind of look like her now. It makes me realize that the inner child part of me likes that I look like my mom, because I miss my mom. She died when I was 11. Never thought it was a good thing until now. Thank you. Is there anything else? You feel kind of sad? You want to talk about it? You want to talk about it? No? We'll save that for later. Okay. I love you. No matter what. We'll get through this together. Alright, say goodbye. Bye! I can't really move her arm, but she said goodbye. Alright. Well, that was quite the experience.